Get ready for the dictation. December 1981. Intermediate. 5 seconds. Start. Mr. Chairman, I rise to congratulate our Finance Minister on his budget speech. There was some remark that the budget was a dull one. But I am sorry, I cannot agree with that remark because, in spite of difficulties and other odds, our government have tried to do many useful things in different fields. There will always be certain groups of people disappointed at certain things, but on the whole, I have to say that the government have done very well. I am happy to note that large sums of money have been provided for welfare schemes such as increasing the bed strength in the hospitals, opening more schools, colleges, hostels, etc. Sir, an honorable member spoke about nurses. If we want the patients to receive good attention at the hands of the nurses, the government should see that the nursing staff are provided with good living conditions. As they are not paid sufficiently, we see many of them leaving the state to seek jobs elsewhere on more attractive salaries. I hope that the government would give greater consideration to the nurses in the years to come. I plead with the government to start homes for the aged and the incurables just as they have done in other countries. I am sure that there will be a generous minded citizens who will come forward to render help in this respect. The case of the aged and incurable certainly deserves better treatment at the hands of the government. I seek the support of all sections in this house to urge the government to start adequate number of homes for these miserable people. I consider in my duty to put forth the views of the millions of people living in cities. Hence, I request the government to give due attention to the city, especially in the matter of allocation of funds for development purposes. Generally, we talk of rural development. It is true that we should consider it as an integral part of our all round developmental activities. But on that account, there is no justification for neglecting the legitimate interests of the city people. Moreover, people from the villages are coming to the city in large numbers, and for catering to their needs also, we have to plan and provide sufficient amenities in the city. There is also the case of payment dwellers. The government have no doubt been generous enough in allowing them to occupy vacant sites for the time being. It is not, however, desirable from many points of view to allow such large numbers of people to live on the pavements and vacate sites for long periods. It will create many problems, and the government will find it very difficult to solve them later if the present state of affairs is allowed to continue for too long. With these few words, I resume my seat with the hope that the government will carefully consider the few suggestions made by me on the budget proposals. Thank you. Letter dated 4th May 1981 from Money and Company, Madurai to Messrs. Das and Company, Coimbatore. Dear Sirs, in reply to your letter dated 6th February, we wish to state that your order for 100 small boxes was executed strictly in accordance with your instructions. You have stated in your letter under reference that you have received only 80 of them and more than 20 of them are badly damaged. We wish to point out that the shortage and damage must have taken place after the goods had been dispatched from our factory. We have obtained a clean receipt from the railway authorities in support of our claim. We have clearly stated in your order that the goods should be sent by rail. So the mode of transport of the goods has been chosen by you. In the circumstances, the railway authorities are to be held responsible for the shortage and damage, and we are afraid that we cannot take any responsibility in the matter. We are sorry that the consignment has not reached you safely, but we regret our inability to own any blame for the unsafe delivery of the goods by rail. Yours faithfully, Managing Director.